Hey guys, welcome back to the Giro workshop. For today's tech short, we're going to be going through how to check your disc brake pads for wear. This is really important, especially during winter with all the grit and muck, and especially if you're riding off-road. I've seen it really often lately that people are bringing in their bikes with disc brake pads so worn that we need to replace the rotors as well because it's been eating through the metal. So what is a disc brake pad? So this is one side of a pad. Basically you've got the backing plate, which is this guy here, and then the disc brake pad, which is this thing here. This bit is what does the stopping. You can see, if you have a look at the pads here, it can be sometimes quite hard to see how much pad material you've got left. So what I find really helpful is if you put it up to the light, so you can kind of have a look down past the disc brake rotor, and it helps if you squeeze the brake on. You can kind of see in there how much pad you've got between the rotor itself and the backing plate, which I showed you earlier. Sometimes it might be really hard to see, so we can take the wheel out and then you can have a look directly down in through the front or through the back of the pad, whichever's easier for you to access. Don't squeeze the brake while you've got the wheel out, and you can see how much you've got left. Once that starts to get quite close to the spring, so there's a little spring on there that holds them apart. Once that starts to get really close to the spring, it's time to replace the pads. So you can see on this one, if we just clean that off there, you can see there's still quite a lot of pad between the pad and the spring. So this one's fine. We might put up a photo of some really worn ones so you can see what they look like. If you're ever unsure, just give us a bell and drop by, and we can tell you whether they're worn or not. We carry a big stock of brake pads, so it's something that we do all the time. It's just something that's really important to keep on top of, because if you don't replace those pads regularly enough, it gets really expensive if we're replacing things like rotors as well.